Good evening, everybody. How are we? I've certainly missed you all while I haven't been up here. I've been doing the MBS, and I've had a huge third head almost growing out of my nostril that was bigger than my future. It was, I've had my reasons, but I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to have my nose back, and I'm glad to be up here again reading for you guys. So, I'm Bree. I'm based in Western Sydney in Australia. I'm an evidential and energy psychic medium. So I get all the senses that you normally would for the other side as well. I can read your past, your present, and your future. I will not ever guarantee that I can make a connection. I will not ever guarantee anything's going to happen in your life, because nothing's ever guaranteed except death and taxes, right? So yeah, I think that there is an important thing to notice that with evidence. That's kind of how I work with my readings. I'm also a mentor and a healer, so I like to help with people suffering drug addiction, self-worthiness, difficult times, that kind of stuff. So I'm not just a psychic, but I'm also a friend where I can be as well. So hopefully we can get some hellos going. If you guys would like a reading, just let me know in the questions and I will get to you eventually. If you do put the question down, I just ask that you stay till the end, because I will read for you. It just takes me some time to get down the list. So yeah, if you can and you want a more in-depth reading, just ask that you like, follow and share the video, SPTV, and my page as well, so you guys can keep up with us. Yes, but any no worries. Yeah. Okay, you mean? Can you hear me? We'll be back in 2 minutes. I think we need to just restart a few things because things aren't really working out at the moment with technological issues. So just give us 2 seconds and we will reboot and be back momentarily. Well, it's good to be back. Apologise for the temporary break. We just had to deal with some technical difficulties. Tongue-tied. So I'm hoping that you guys caught up to what I was saying about what I do, how I can help humanity, and what I try and do to help as many people as I can. I'm here to do readings tonight, free readings, mediumship, past lives, anything that you guys like. I just don't do medical or legal. I'm not a doctor or a lawyer, and I'm not really in the position to get sued. So yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell. If anybody is going through more of a difficult time than the usual person is, I need you guys to support each other, love each other, not be nasty at all, because I won't tolerate that. I do not. Yeah, I like to have a bit of fun with people that pick on other people, especially when it comes to healing, because it's a very cruel thing to do. We've got Fallon, early one. You are gorgeous. Oh, thank you. You've got lovely energy yourself there, sweetie. Thank you. Leslie, good morning from Scotland. Good morning from good evening from Australia. Jessica Young. Hi. Hello, darling. How are you? Thank you for joining me. So if you guys would like a reading, please just make sure that your question is written down in the comments section. If you put the question down, I will get to you, so please make sure that you stay till the end. If you'd like a more detailed, in-depth reading, I just ask that you share, like, and follow my page and also SPTV. SPTV is amazing, good little family, and we take care of each other, and all we want to do is spread the love around the world. We don't want to, have any, what's the word? Anybody go without any recognition, I suppose, because like I've been with you guys now for a year, and you guys have been amazing. So I think we should just kind of do a bit more to support the Spiritual Psychics TV. What do you guys think? So there's your incentive. Richard Taylor, good morning all. Good morning, Richard. Or good evening, I should say. Jenny Sky, hello, my friend. Hello, darling. How are you? Thank you. Again, this woman here is the reason for all this. Thank you so much again, darling. I really appreciate it. Much love to you. Catch up soon. Natalie Bentley, morning all. Hello, darling. How are you? Donna Whaley, hello. Hello, darling. How are you? Hope you're well. What is everybody been up to this week? Let me know where you're from, whereabouts I'm reaching, if that's okay. Good morning, Bree. Lovely to see you. Thank you. Thank you. We haven't got as long as we normally would just because of the technical difficulties, but that doesn't matter. Maxine, good morning. How are you, darling? Kathleen Boyle, good morning, everyone. Good evening. How are we? How are we? Indy, hi. I managed to find you after missing me yesterday. Woo. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad you did find me. Hope you enjoy the live. Christine Davis, good morning, Bree. Good morning, darling. How are you? What's been happening? I think people need to let me know what has been happening in their lives. Everyone's just saying hello, which is great, but I want to know how you guys are going. Kerry Setchell, hi, you are back. I am. I'm back. I am back. Okay. Okay, so I do past life readings, guys. I do aura readings, photo readings, anything that you guys would like except medical and legal. So if you can think of a reading that you'd like, try me. Just to ask me what type of reading you'd like, and unless it's medical or legal, I'll be able to do it for you. As I said before, no guarantees on pulling through specific loved ones. Usually have no problem with it, but I have to say I can't guarantee anything. Just you can't ever guarantee anything in life. So watch for people that do give a lot of guarantees. Uni Kitty, hi Bree, would love to receive a reading. Okay, so I'll just shuffle. I'm going to be using my Angel Tarot cards tonight. So these are what I'm working with at the moment. I'm trying to learn about these so that I can read them in festivals and do it a lot more and kind of get into it in a bit more depth. So you guys are the guinea pigs tonight. So I'm still learning how to use these. So yeah, be patient. Uni Kitty, if I do a reading for you, please just give me some sort of feedback. I'm happy to be wrong. I don't mind being wrong. At least I know I'm on the right track, okay? Uni Kitty, what have we got for Uni Kitty? So the first card you have here is the Nine of Swords, okay? And the so that's the Tarot Correspondence. And then you've got the Hariel, I think that's how you pronounce it. And his role is the purification and protection from the impurities, however you pronounce that. Not very good with the pronunciation. Religious sentiments. So what that card tells me is that there's issues within your family line that cannot accept people for who they are or what they like to do or what they believe in, okay? And I feel like this is where you break the chain, so to speak. You're that person that was different, and I feel that you are that person that's kind of set a trend, okay? You are protected. Just know that, okay? You're not going to – it's almost like you're intuitively or scared of saying something in fear that you're going to get punished for it, and that would be a past life issue. Okay, I'll pull a couple more. So I'll usually try and pull about three cards per person. Sorry, my English is shocking tonight. My goodness, I'm going to start speaking backwards soon. All right, the next one we've got here is Queen of Wands, and this is Elamaya. Okay, this is divine power and guards against mental troubles. So I feel that with you, there's also, not so much you, but people are in your life or around you that actually might be, suffering undiagnosed with something perhaps, and you might can't figure out where these mood swings are coming from. Just know that it's not these people trying to get at you, okay? Mental illness and being not in a good place, it does play a huge part in things that we say, things that we do. Don't take things so personally when they're not in a good way, okay? I hope this helps, love. Please give me some feedback if you can. Okay. We'll move on to the next one. Kitty, I am definitely the different one. I am too. I am too. For somebody who sucked academically, I got 7% in my Year 10 school certificate for mathematics. Don't tell anyone about that, but a bit embarrassing. But I was the different one, and look at me now. I'm a pretty, you know, I'm pretty grounded with what I do, and I love what I do, and I don't see anybody that I went to school with being able to do what I do. So it is good being different. That you're here for a reason, and you're here to do a big thing. There's a big role here for you, and I think that you need to kind of answer those calling, because you're a light worker for sure. I'll leave it at that and move on to the next one if that's okay. Rebecca Jane would love a reading, please. Sure, I can do a reading for you. As I said, I try and do 3 cards per person. Okay, so if you do ask, please make sure that you stay till the end so that I can read for you. And if I don't get to you, I'll be on next week, next fortnight. You can message me if you need to. Don't be a stranger. Okay, so Rebecca Jane. What have we got here? Well, you did not have 5 or 6 cards just for that then. So, you know, that didn't happen. Okay, so the first card you've actually got is the Emperor card. And the angel correspondence there is Michael. All right, I'm very bad with pronunciation, okay? So this is political authority. It's almost like you're having issues with Parliament, or there is issues with, you know, somewhere that you work or someone that you know in that area, okay? You are being guided down the right path, and there's also giving safe travel. So I feel that whatever you're doing at the moment, there is a possibility of work. I don't feel that this is going hand in hand as in related, the two things. Does that make sense? You're going to be doing them separately, okay? Protection against conspiracies, okay? You wouldn't call yourself a conspiracy theorist. I know I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I wouldn't call myself that, not in public. Do you know what I mean? Don't get disheartened because people call it conspiracy. That's just what people want to call it. It's also opinions. It is degrading people because of the fact that we have our own opinions, beliefs, and views. It's to kind of, oh, they're crazy, don't listen to them. Next card here you've got is the Judgment card. Okay, so this is Amir, and this is a tone of errors, destroys the power of enemies and humiliates them. I encourage you not to allow spite to get too tempting for you. And look, honestly, when it comes to being angry with someone or something, or someone's done something to annoy us or upset us, it is natural to become spiteful or have spiteful thoughts. It is not recommended that you act on those things, okay? But just know that karma that has been not given, or there's been unfair treatment, or there's been unfairness, karma will get them. It'll all balance out, okay? The next card you've got here is the 4 of Cups, and you've got Malael, and this is the healing capacity. Do you see how they're all kind of going in, like they're all coinciding with each other about what I'm trying to say here, okay? You're on the healing journey, you're on the healing process, but you can't drink from an open cup. I really encourage you to start taking care of you a bit more. I'll pull one more for you, okay? Because everyone else is getting 3, you got 4 or 5. The Tower card, this is Uriel, one of the archangels, okay? Disruption and warns of disasters and aids in transformation. What did I just say about transformation? Okay, what did I just say about all that in healing and transformation? They play hand in hand, okay? When it comes to transforming, it's important to let the old you go. I'm just going to leave it there, and I hope that helps and resonates, darling. Kane Ross, hi Bree. Hope you're blessed, yo. Love to you and everyone in here. Oh, thank you. If you could do a reading on me, perhaps moving, it would be great. Only if and when you can. I love the manners. Absolutely, I can. See, if you guys have manners and you actually put effort into your question and love into your question, I'll be more drawn and want to answer it. I do a lot of readings for people, and they just give me this, give me that, give me this. I really appreciate the manners. Just saying. Thank you, Ross. Thank you, Kane. Thank you, Kane. All right, so I'll pull some cards for you. I feel that you're about to move, yes, but I would not go for the first house that you're offered, because I don't feel the structure's stable. I don't feel like the plumbing is stable. I don't feel like there's a strong structure when it comes to the house in general. So getting that place, especially if you're talking about buying, what I'm saying is you could be aiming for a small amount and then hoping to fix it up. You're not going to fix it. Well, let's just be straight out honest. That's just the feeling that I've got. Be honest with yourself. I could be wrong, but I would just make sure that the first job that you don't, so jobs come up. I think that you're going to be moving jobs as well. There's a whole heap of things that are going to change here for you, Kane, and I think that you need to be ready for what's to come, transformation. I wouldn't be surprised if you've just bought yourself a thing of Moldavite or Malachite or anything when it comes to the transformational stone, because it's going to help you. You've got big things on the way. All right, and I feel that with the first job and the first place that you're going to be moving to, don't take the first job, take the first place. That makes sense? So look around and keep your choices open, your options open, because you're not going to be getting everything you get promised within the first two. Okay, hope that helps, love. Please validate if you can. Okay, what have we got here? Please like and follow and share if you'd like an in-depth reading, guys. And that wasn't in-depth, that was just basic. Okay, so please give me some specific questions, no health or legal ones though. I will only guide you. Richard Taylor, what is the strangest reading you have done, please? I've had a few of them, haven't I? I've had a few of them. Oh, yeah. This one happened just recently, okay? This was at the MBS. Now, I've read for a fair few people individually, private readings and one-on-ones and whatnot. Nerves is not something that I really deal with anymore. And this lady comes and sits down and asks for a reading, right? And she's like, one thing that annoys me is people who ask for a reading but are expecting certain answers from their psychic. We get what we get and we explain what we have. That's it. There's nothing more or nothing less to it. And because my cards jump out when I'm shuffling, she flattered herself and thought I was nervous. She's like, oh, I don't need to be nervous. And I'm like, I'm not nervous. And she's like, oh, the cards are jumping out at you then. And speaking to me in this really sarcastic voice. And I'm like, yeah, okay. So, and I had to explain these things to her that she had clearly no idea what was going on in her life. Absolutely no idea, because of everything that I was saying to her. It wasn't resonating, obviously, because she wasn't consciously aware of it. But you need to be a lot more aware of what's going on in your life before you sit down and make us feel patronized and belittled. Do you know what I mean? Like that lady was very condescending, not weird, but condescending. Not only that too, she went around to 4 or 5 other stalls with different psychics doing the same thing. And we all kind of matched up to who it was by, was she demeaning and condescending? And then we all went, yep. So, and the red top, she had a red top on. That was all we knew. It was that lady in the red top, the crazy lady in the red top. And there's nothing wrong with skeptics and asking questions. Just trying to pay that amount for a small amount of time to deliberately try and make us feel uncomfortable is a bit, how you going? But anyways, I forgot about it not long after the reading. But yeah, that's probably the strangest one I've had. Had a lot of heartfelt ones, a lot of emotional ones, very difficult ones, but that would probably be by far the most random reading, I guess. But yeah. I'm always into stories like that, though. Go to the next one. Thank you. Christina, you know what? As I'm getting my English vocabulary, it's forgetting itself. I would love to have a reading, please, and thank you for your time and energy, love and light. Cool. All right. So, Christina, I will pull some cards for you. Okay, so you've had, I'm just going to grab these 3. Okay, now when anybody tells you that they're able to contact your angels or contact archangels or see archangels or whatever, that's all good and fine and whatnot. I don't really dabble into intuitive angel connections because it's not evidential. This is why I've used these cards, and just know that you do have these angels around you at that current time with these situations. The first one you've got here is Vahuia, I think, and that's the Fool. Wills and new beginnings, that's one way to look at it. And then you've got assists with difficult and assists with difficult and great undertakings. Okay, it's almost like you've put a lot of seriously big things in front of you to challenge yourself, which is great, but don't overface yourself. Okay, don't overface yourself and deliberately set yourself up for failure and then beat yourself up because you're not doing too well at it. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like that. The competition that I feel that you feel is not actually there. I feel like it's something from school. It might have happened around when you were probably around the ages of 11 or 12 with other students. But the next one you've got here is the Hierophant, okay? And this is divine forgiveness. You need to forgive whoever has hurt you. Not for them, but for you. Do you know why? Because you're the one that's going to be walking around with hate in your heart. You don't want that. It's not going to affect them. I've got plenty of haters. You think I'll worry about what they think? No. Do you know what I mean? I forgive them because they don't know who I am. You need to do the same thing. And it's not about letting them off the hook. It's about letting yourself off the hook. All right, I'll leave that there for this one. Your final card is, I can't even pronounce that one, but it's this one. There's a lot of A's and a lot of I's and a lot of H's. But this is refuse and governed dreams and reveals mysteries from hidden morals. Okay, you're starting to pick up on things that haven't been explained to you properly, or when they have been explained to you, they've been explained but not. Like it's like explaining, like not telling the truth, but not. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like lying by not telling the truth, or lying by not saying something. That's kind of what I'm feeling here, okay? So you are able to pick up different situations from what people say, and you're able to keep it in the back of your mind. And that's kind of how you figure out whether people are lying to you or not. When energy doesn't match people's words, then reconsider the amount of trust that you're giving this person. Hope that helps. If not, let me know. But yeah, I'd love a validation if that's cool. But yeah. I am still a little bit disoriented from the MBS, so bear with me. It was only my second festival. I did really well. But yeah. I have to let go and forgive some ex-friends. You know what? Friends are aside from a boyfriend or a girlfriend breakup, are the most painful ones to break up with, because it actually feels like you're physically breaking up with these people, even though you're not, romantic with them or anything like that. You guys are just buddies, but the breakups are painful. Okay. The deceit that you've had does not. It doesn't outline who you are. Okay, just remember that. Okay, they are not your friends, and you're better off without them, because you're going to have people that are like-minded with the same vibration come to you before you know it, I promise. Hope that helps, son. Sharon Jute. Good morning, Bree. I would be grateful for a reading if you feel drawn to me, please. First time watching you here in South Africa. Guidance in life right now. Okay, so you'd like guidance in life right now. All right. I feel someone close to you is possibly stealing from you or lying to you or deceiving you. I've got a pretty strong feeling about this, and I feel like you know who I'm talking about. And I feel that whilst you're trying to be helpful for this person, you don't want to enable the behavior either. I'm not saying that you are, especially not intentionally. I feel that you've got nothing but a genuine, kind heart. You want to help people that are going through, self-inflicted or not, situations that are quite difficult. Girl, I can already feel that you've saved lives. You're going to continue to save a lot more. Just know that where you're at the moment is exactly where you need to be. But don't allow people to pull the wool over your eyes completely. And I know that people would call that either gullible, naive. I call it trusting, because I'm way too trusting. So there's no judgment. I'm right in that same boat with you. But choose to be conscious about who you have around you, because you'll find that you're going to get a lot more tired than usual if you have the wrong person around, especially if they're on a really low frequency. But yeah, I hope this helps, love. Just do you. Stop worrying about what other people think and stop people pleasing, because they're not going to do the same things for you that you have for them. All right, I'll leave it there, though. Jessica Young, would love an in-depth reading, please, and thank you. I did message before, but I don't think it went through. I'm a bit down at the moment and was due for a baby yesterday and still hasn't happened. Thank you heaps for doing this. I appreciate it and love your hair. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Anybody in Australia or Sydney, J-Lex Hair Studio, they got you back there. Awesome down there. Honestly, so happy. But thank you for the compliment with my hair. And as for your reading, so you'd like an in-depth reading. Okay. So this basically, how these cards work with not just a 2 or 3 card pool is these are angel evoking cards. Now, whether you use them for the angelic side to them or the tarot side to them, they will outline situations in the state of mind due to people around you at the moment, okay? All right. I'm not going to get the full spread out, but I will pull in a few of them. The first one here is the Wheel of Fortune. I feel that with you, there's 2 things happening. When one good thing happens, it's almost got to be balanced out with something bad and negative. Stop focusing on the negative, okay? Stop focusing on the negative, because the positive is just there. Okay, that's all your choice. Okay, this is advancement and progress. So you're about to go through a real dark night of the soul. What I mean by that is this is the part before we really, really wake up. Okay, my dark night of the soul was a serious car accident. Being awake for too long on drugs. That was probably going back 10 years ago now. That was what my transformational period was. That was my pivot point. And I feel that you are almost at yours. Not saying that you're going to have the same thing as me, but I feel that you're going to have a moment of realization, all right? You're here to teach. You're here to teach. You're here to guide. Metatron is actually one of these 6 archangels. Okay, you have a very good connection to the source. You have a very good ability to pinpoint things going on in people's lives. Don't feel that you're a freak, and don't try and tune that out, because it is a beautiful thing being able to do that. Okay, you've got a role here, and I encourage you to try and step into that role when you're ready, but you got to heal first, love. Hope that helps, love. If you can please give me some feedback, that would be amazing. If you do need to message me, Psychic Medium Brianna Wilson is my name on Facebook, BRYANNA. You'll find me. You won't miss the blonde hair. Just send me a message and I'll reply when I can. Okay. Sorry you're going through all that. Hang in there. Bubs will be here before you know it. You don't need to worry about it anymore, but I know how you feel just being over it. It's yeah, it's exhausting. But hang in there, Mum. You're doing great. Sarah Tink Weston, in need of guidance on how to help my daughter-in-law through tough times. If Spirit are with me on this anniversary day, please. It's always with you. Always with you. Okay. I feel like there's a husband for you in Spirit, or there's a male around you that was very protective of you. You might not remember them in this life as somebody who was in that description, but in the afterlife and in the astral realm, we do have very different relationships to our soul group than what we would in the physical realm. Okay, you do have a partner or a younger male around you in spirit. I'm seeing someone that could have been quite short, maybe like I'm seeing a jockey. I don't know if he was a jockey, if he was the size of a jockey, but that's what I'm saying. So not too sure where that fits in there, but when it comes to your daughter-in-law, if it's nothing that you have physically been through yourself and it's hard for you to relate and understand, that's normal. Okay, that is totally normal. If you haven't gone through alcoholism or drug addiction, for example, you're not going to be able to understand or help somebody as much as someone who has been down that road, because they can actually put themselves in that position again. Reframing, okay? I just need you to, as I said, not enable any behavior, but I need you to be that rock and that tough person, not the person that she wants, but the person that she needs, right? And I don't mean going and calling an ambulance on her so she gets scheduled. That will just traumatize the hell out of her and cause issues. I think that there's ways to show that you are there to support her, but she also has to meet you halfway. Okay, it's not all one-sided. And I feel that there's an ego issue there that she needs to work on before she's going to be able to come forward. So I hope that helps, honey. And if you need anything, just ask on here or message me if you have to. It's your brother. Wow. Oh, he's so with you in spirit. Okay, honey. Like, I know that's vague. And it's easy for me to say that he's always there. But oh man, he was such an emotionally strong kid, and he so misunderstood. He's like, everyone misunderstood me. Everybody misunderstood me, and that, you know, he understands himself a lot better now than what he did. And you as well, he's always there. There's a cologne that he actually had, and I feel that when he was alive, he used to pack it on and used to be like, it's an overkill, man, it's an overkill. And that perfume, I feel that you're starting to slightly smell around. It's almost like you're craving to get that punch to the face of cologne, but you're not going to, obviously, but you will get traces of it. But I hope that helps. Thank you for validating that. Sharon, well, thank you, Bree. So true. I have saved 1 or 2 people's lives from drug overdoses. Me too, girlfriend. I'd like to sit down and have a conversation with you one time. I respect you for that. I know exactly who is the one you're referring to. Message received. Thank you. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that feedback. And you know what, girl? You're doing beautiful things. Beautiful things. Just think about it. You're helping. You're being that person in other people's lives that you needed but never had. That's how I kind of see it. So keep going. Jessica, thank you so much. That means a lot. Appreciate it, and I will. Be positive, darling. You've got a whole heap happening for you. You're beautiful. Take it easy. Okay, Sarah, she just lost her mom last week. Wow. Look, I'm gonna just put it out there. My mom had an issue with that when I was a lot younger as well. I understand, and our parents that have gone through things like that, they're not bad people. They're not. And it's easy for us to blame them, but they're just dealing with their unhealed trauma, which is why it's so important for us to heal ours, so that we don't continue on with a drug addiction or an alcohol addiction, or, so that we can deal with what's going on and not continue the cycle. I'm so sorry about all that. And you know what? You're being a wonderful support person. Okay? So hope that helps. And the cologne is your dad too. Bro was 5 months. Okay, so the cologne. Okay, so well, your brother is they can be however old they want to be over in the afterlife. Do you know what I mean? So whatever they're showing me is how you're going to understand it. It got to you obviously in the right way. Your little brother was 5 months old or 5 months ago. Please validate that if you can. But I'm glad you were able to pinpoint where the coin came from. Kane Ross. Hi, Bree. Hope you're. Yeah, I think I have done that reading already. Okay, Fallon, early one. Can I get your thoughts on how life is going for me? You shoot yourself in the foot more than you need to, hun. Look, when I've done this in my life, and I'm only relating here, that's why I go into my personal experiences, but I feel that you are doing it on purpose to try and get you to prove, or trying to get people to prove to you how much they do care about you. And let me tell you something, you're only going to set yourself up with disappointment. And that doesn't mean they don't care, but the reaction that you could be expecting or hoping for is not going to be what you're going to get, which is just you keeping yourself in a bad mindset. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And I say this with love. I'm not trying to be nasty, but you need to be a bit more aware of what's going on around you, love, because you're so trusting and you're trusting the wrong people. But I hope this helps, honey. I really do. Yeah, easy run. Would love to be a good reading. Not really though, obviously. Damn it! Damn it! No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm long kidding. I'm in a very sarcastic mood. All right, so I'll pull some cards for you to see what it says. All right, but I do feel that there is very good karma coming your way. Um, it's almost like you've been adamant about when you're helping somebody that you do it because you are wanting to help them, not because you're trying to prove something to somebody else, or you're not trying to make yourself look like a good person. If you want to help that person, then you're helping that person. That's what I feel is coming for you, or that has been the energy surrounding you as I sit with your energy at the moment. Um, in saying that though, there's always the vultures, there's always the vipers, as people say, who are going to take advantage of that. And I think that you need to just be wary of people around you. You've got more enemies, not enemies, but frenemies than you have friends, unfortunately. I see you coming into the psychic industry for some reason. I'm not too sure why, but I feel that you would be a fantastic reader. Very intuitive. Let me know though. Fallon, thank you, and you are completely right. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. A bit more detail in how that would be great. That'd be great. No, thank you. Leslie, hi, I'm moving house, Bree. I'm worried I'm leaving my partner behind. I miss her so much and having a really hard time. Is your partner in spirit? If so, I'm just going to get you to answer that one first. So, Richard, if you see a yes or a no, then let me know. But if she's talking about spirit, then they're always going to be with you. It doesn't matter if you have, say, for example, a buried pet on your property and you don't want to leave that behind, which is what stopped me from moving out of my house for so many years because of my dog being buried there. They're always with you. Their body is not someone they're going to choose to hang around unless they can't understand how it was that they died. They're not going to hang around their bodies. I'm not saying that you're keeping a body in the backyard or anything like that, but to put a bit of but what I'm saying is that the memory and the energy of people around you, it's always going to be with you. There's a necklace that she's given you. I'm seeing like a blue necklace or a blue piece of jewelry. It's almost like on very fine gold, like a very fine golden jewelry with a piece of blue diamond or garment in there. I don't know, but that is also like a clue or a hint that she's always around. Okay, her energy is very strong, but you've gotten used to it, so it's not like you can feel it all the time. And I'm telling you, it takes a lot of energy for a spirit to actually physically move things. It does. So don't feel that it's going to be in front of you straight away. There are going to be little things that are going to happen around you to validate that for you. Okay. But wow, your nan is it your nan? Did you say it was your grandmother? She was very feisty. I feel like this is a second lady coming in for you though. Um, I'm seeing redhead. Uh, don't think the redhead is her actual hair color, but I think it represents her fiery nature and her um, fight in her. You know what I mean? But yeah, there is always ways to know if they're always going to be around. She's never going to leave you. So I hope that helps, love. Okay, Kerry Setchell. I would love to receive a reading on the future. Okay, I can do that. I'll pull these cards then. My little other tarot cards. These are my normal tarot cards, not my angel tarot cards. All right. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of opportunities, and this is not going to just be in one area in your life too, Kerry. This is going to be in every single area in your life, whether new job, new opportunities, new friends, new everything. Out with the old, in with the new. You don't have to take on these opportunities if you don't want to. Okay, it's easy for a psychic to say, you're going to be doing this, you're going to be doing that, you're going to win $1 million. But that would be setting you up for false promises and false hope. That's not what I'm about. You need to focus on everything in your life here. What choices you make are on you. What decisions you make are on you and completely yours and yours alone. All right. So make sure that when you do make the right choices, you're doing it because you're make the choice based on the smart the pros and cons, not because of your comfortability needs, but because of what's going to help you and your career grow and your spiritual journey and all that kind of stuff. Do you see what I'm trying to say? I'll pull another one for you. All right, so the next one you've got here is the Seven of Swords. All right, so you're picking up the pieces after someone's done something to you. You may as well just hand them in the knife, turn around and go for it. Okay, stop giving people so much information that can be used against you. This person's very spiteful. I don't think that you may know who they are just yet, but I feel that when you do, or if you guys do have a falling out, you'll know exactly who I'm talking about. All right. I'll pull another one, so you get 3 cards. All right. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles. This is going to be a time of hurt, of heartache. I'm not going to lie about that. I want to be completely honest with you. Now is a time to look after yourself, because I feel that you don't say no to people all the time. If people need something, you'll put yourself out just because it doesn't sit right with you to say no. But you have to learn to say no, because people will take it. You give them an inch and they'll take 60,000 kilometers. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. All right, so be smart and be self-aware and use your better judgment when it comes to people around you, and make sure that you are paying attention to how they're treating people when they're not around, because it's exactly the same for how you're getting treated when you're not around too. Okay, so I hope that helps, honey. If you can, leave me some feedback or validate that for me. I'm happy to be wrong. I just need to know I'm on the right path, if possible. Okay, Izzy Ryan. I have been very trusting and I've been in recovery for 11 years. Wow, that makes my heart melt. Good girl. Good girl. Honestly, like, I'm very proud of you. Addiction is the hardest thing I've come across in my life to actually kick. And the fact that you've been clean, you have that is something to be so proud of. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you for that. That is amazing. Help other women in recovery. Oh my God, this is music to my ears. And I'm currently trying to develop psychic and mediumship abilities. Well, I'm actually a mentor. So if you'd like one-on-one coaching, I can actually help you there. I definitely work in those areas. Everything you said was 100. Thank you for the validation. That is awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. But yes, if you would like me to work with you, I'm happy to do so. I'd love to. You got beautiful energy, darling. Definitely a healer in the making. Leslie, my fiance was a ginger. Whoa, okay, so your fiance was a redhead, ginger hair. She was my love. She always will be your love. Always will be. There's a dream that you've been having recently, or it's almost like you had 2 dreams, and it's like, I've just gotten within arm's reach, and then I've had to wake up. Dreams are real, especially if you could remember them, and like loved ones have come through. It's a message, and they're there to see you. We are multidimensional beings. We have the ability to be in multiple different dimensions at the same time. We can be in multiple places at the same time. It's just in the level of consciousness and the height of your frequency. All right, so just know that in your dreams, they are real visitation. Promise you. Thank you for that, though. Okay, we will be back in 2 minutes after the ad break.
Are you planning a paid spiritual event, or looking for something to do this weekend? Then visit myspiritualevents.com. You can browse the listing, view the event details, watch a YouTube clip, look at a mini gallery, select dates and times, pay for tickets using PayPal or your debit card. Organizers can register for free and start selling tickets within minutes, be it for their online or in-person spiritual event. As an organizer, you will have access to your own admin dashboard, which will display information such as your income and your bookings, all in a simple and user-friendly display. It's free to use. Join and upgrade to an organizer. Come and visit us at myspiritualevents.com.
Tonight from 8 p.m, Bill Hughes and his guest will be demonstrating their mediumship abilities with free readings to our viewers. Tomorrow afternoon from 1 p.m, Sam O'Neill hosts her fortnightly show offering free rune readings. Join Ashley Robinson tomorrow night from 8 p.m. Ashley offers his spiritual philosophy while answering your questions.
I am back. Now, because we're coming to the end of the live, I'm going to bring up something that is actually very concerning. And I'm saying this because it needs to be said. There is a duplicate of SPTV's business page going around asking people to friend them and then giving out credit card details. Do not ever accept a friend request from a business page, because business pages don't actually send requests, okay? If you are unsure that it is us, then it's not us. That's the best thing I can say. So if someone is adding you, all right, I've had a similar thing. I've got duplicates of my face going around because people want to try and get, try and scam people on, using my face and my name. And unfortunately, it's the same thing with SPTV, and it happens to any reputable psychic or psychic group, because we're good at what we do, and people want to try and take advantage of that. I encourage you and I beg you to please not give any credit card details out, because we're never going to ask for those. We're never going to ask for credit card details. We are never going to add you as a friend, especially on our business pages. That can't happen, okay? And there's always a similar difference. If you've been added by somebody and there's less friends than what SPTV or myself actually have, or any other reader actually have, then no, it's not us. Okay, please keep your wits about you, because I had somebody actually get scammed from somebody pretending to be me the other day, and someone actually sent this person money for an air conditioning unit. And I'm like, well, what the hell? So please just be careful. Please be careful, guys. Keep your wits about you and use your smarts. All right, if you're questioning whether it's us or not, it's probably not us. It's better to be safe than sorry. Okay, we love you and we just want you guys to be safe. That's the only reason. Pam Gleason, hi sweetie, can you please tell me where I'm blocking myself spiritually? I shut myself down when my daughter partner took his life, and his family began with horrible threats, and I allowed the fear to take over, and I feel completely blocked. I pray you can offer a way forward. Thank you. Oh, baby girl, that is tough, man. Look, you're probably one of the strongest people I've come across, being able to, sit here and live to tell the tale of what you've been through. People's issues with you are not issues with you. They are issues with themselves, okay? Now, if people are going to be a bully, if people are going to be nasty, they usually can't take responsibility for the role they play in their own suffering, and they have to blame somebody. So that's one thing, okay? You've done nothing wrong. Your block is your self-confidence and your lack of self-confidence, because you've always been shut down. You've always been told you're not good enough. You've always been told this. You've always been told that. That's not who you are. You're very gifted and you're very powerful within yourself and your love as well. And I think that you need to forgive them, but understand that they're not healed yet and they need to heal, and they're healing, or they're about to start healing. And when we're not healed or we're hurt, we're going to, well, some of us will kick something else after just kicking something in the first place, which is what, do you see what I mean? You've got to just make sure that you not retaliate, okay? Not retaliate. Don't put yourself in situations that are going to be triggering for you, even though our triggers are our teachers, okay? You're going to help a lot of people. A lot of people get through things that they're going through similar to this. And because you've got the strength and have gotten through it and will get through it, you're going to give that motivation to other people as well. All right? You have a lot going for you. Don't doubt yourself, babe. Hope this helps. Fallon, early one, thank you for the validation on the dreams being real. Yes, they are 100% real. I don't ever remember my dreams, but when people come to me in my dreams, I remember them. And that's because they are wanting to spend time with you. And it's like, it feels real. Hey, It feels so real. Like you can hug them and they feel like they're actually in your arms, and then you wake up and it's like, oh no, yes, it is real, as real as what it felt. It's not just a dream. So heaven does have visiting hours, put it that way. Joanna Lucy, I'm moving areas and leaving my ex-husband behind. Anything you can in the cards for me. Don't get bullied back into the same situation that you're in now. It's the best thing that I can say. It's almost, he doesn't need you to be trying to heal him with the best of your intentions and abilities that you have, you know, that you've got. It's not your job to fix someone who doesn't want to be fixed. Okay, and you're realizing that, and that's why you're leaving. I just don't. I'll be honest with you. I think that you're an absolute sucker for a sob story, just like I am. Oh, you know what? You know, I've got $200. You need $200 to cheer up? Here, take it. You know what I mean? Like, you're a sucker for a sob story. People make it up sometimes. I'm not saying that whatever's happened has been made up. I'm just saying that people will extend the truth and bend the truth to get more of what they can. I think that you need to move forward, pick up yourself, dust yourself up, straighten that crown and keep on going. Okay, because you are almost there, and you're going to not know who you are, or you know yourself, and you're going to be like, oh my God, this is amazing. What have I been doing all this time? I can live and breathe, do my own thing. I don't need to have permission just to go to the toilet. I don't need to have permission for that. Like, you had a very controlling man, someone that almost controlled the friends that you had at one point. Is that what I'm saying? So, good girl for leaving. Know your self-worth, know your self-love. Do not allow any person to ever treat you like that again. You lied a lot. I hate lies. I really can't stand lies. Lies and people who pretend to be someone they're not. Okay, people like that. Hey, exactly right. If you're going to be a good liar, you gotta have a good memory. At least you know the people with the bad memories aren't very good liars. Okay, you need to know 24 years of marriage. See, I would be so angry if I were you, and understandably you are dealing with it so much better than I would, and I commend you for that. You have not wasted these years. These are years of lessons, experiences. You controlled, yeah. So it was almost like just to have a friend over just for 5 minutes for a cup of coffee that you were cheating on him. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, no, that is not love. That is dictatorship. You know, tell him to get into politics if that's what he wants to do, because you're too beautiful for that, honey. You've got gorgeous energy, honestly, and it's so good to see that you know your self-worth. Okay, I'm really happy to see that you're not one of those people that use, excuse after excuse. Yes, I had a massive hemorrhagic stroke. Wow, and I bet now you probably got abilities to connect to the afterlife because you've come back. I guarantee it almost. I said almost, not guarantee, but that when you do die and you come back, a lot of people do have that connection. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same with you. Ooh. I'm glad you're still here, though. I'm glad you're still with us. Next one. That's when he turned bad. That is sick. So you became unwell, and because of that, you became a victim of abuse and all that kind of. You know what? There's a reason that God has chosen you to get through this, because you're gonna change lives, darling. I've got such a good feeling about you, and turn your pain into power. You'll be surprised on what you can do. You're going to be successful with it. Use it. I've nearly died, and I have connections with the afterlife. Yeah, I bet you do. Use it with how you like and do with it what you wish. Just be smart with it and use it with good intentions, as you know. If you're going to take on that path, we do come here with a set of rules. I'm sure that you know what those rules are intuitively. So it's a blessing that you're still here, and there's certainly a reason for it. It's not your time to go yet. Very strong girl. I admire that. Bev Brooks, I would be grateful for any pointers with life directions for me, please. Okay, I feel that you're somebody that has taken a lot of direction from other people. Now is the time for answers to not come to you, so you can find the answers within yourself. Your decisions, this is a karmic thing for you, and I feel that this is why it's been a bit of an issue throughout your entire life. You are the captain of your own life. You can do whatever the hell you want. You can be, if you want to be a teaspoon, you can be a teaspoon, literally. If you want to be a pilot, you can be a pilot. You want to be, anything except for physical transformation into a goldfish, that'd be, but you can be anything that you want, honestly. You don't need to have people tell you or dictate to you what you need to be. And I feel that that's what's happened with you growing up, that you've always been told what to do. And that's how you've had your security, because you haven't had to make these decisions. It's now time to spread your wings and to get going, honestly, because you need to start making these decisions. When you do, it's almost going to be like the last little bit of your self-homecoming, so to speak. Hope this helps, love. Indeed, loving the reading so far. Please, could you do an energy reading? I'm at the start of my spiritual journey and I'm grounded, protected, and I hope I'm open, but I'm not reading the signs yet. Okay. For anybody that ever tells you that it's okay to have a low vibration or to lower your vibration, needs to be avoided at all costs, right? Keeping grounded is a very good thing to keep a high vibration. But if you're going to be a medium, sweetheart, you need to keep a high vibration to protect yourself. All right? Don't pay attention to anything that you see. You're going to have shadow people come out to try and scare you away from this because you're a light worker. They don't want you to fill your role. Okay? You have the abilities. Don't be afraid. If you just have the right intentions, you'll find that the messages from the right people will always come through. I can also help you with that, as I said before, as I am a mentor in psychic development and spiritual awakening. I'd be absolutely honored to. If not, I'm happy with that as well. But you will know. You will 100% know. I feel that you've been getting a lot of sweaty palms. You've been getting a lot of tingling in your hands, as well as like almost like an eardrum will temporarily disconnect for a few seconds. And it's like, yeah, really high pitched, annoying vibe noise. Yeah, that is actually your cells and your clairaudience fine tuning. Everything's upgrading. Whenever you get that, you're getting your information, so to speak. I feel like that with you, you're also getting repeating numbers, perhaps like 22, 22, 33, 33. Those are pretty high-end numbers considering they're mirror numbers as well. Oh, I can't wait to see where you go, girl. You're gonna be doing wonders. You're gonna be doing wonders as long as you have a good mindset and you know that nothing's gonna happen to you. Do not feed into it. Anything that negative does happen to you, you know what? Just do what I do. Just chuck it in the room, put salt there, and don't vacuum it up the next morning because it will be free to walk the house again as it wants. Just keep a high vibe. That's all I got to say. Anyone that tells you not to, or the lower of your vibration, whilst you're especially doing this, that's a big red flag. So I hope that helps, love. I just felt that you needed to hear that. All right, guys. Well, that is my time up. Thank you for your patience and your hospitality tonight. Please, guys, be careful with this duplicate pages adding you as a friend. If it's going to add you as a friend, it is not us. It is going. If you question it, then it is probably not us. Okay. As I said, like and follow and share SPTV. They've been wonderful. They do a wonderful, wonderful things in the world to try and help people. So, just be the family that we need to be and look after each other. Okay. I'll be back in 2 weeks' time. I love you all, and I'll take you all with me in spirit, and I miss you all. Bye.